Harry Wilson defines the school-to-prison pipeline as the causal link between educational exclusion and criminalization of youth. This theory draws connections between the students of color who work their way through the juvenile or adult criminal justice system and the zero-tolerance policies that are enforced within educational institutions across the country. Educators can give in to their implicit biases, perceiving students of color as deviant individuals and treating their inappropriate behavior differently due to societal influences. Studies have shown that students have a chance of being affected by the school-to-prison pipeline as early as preschool. The Department of Education has released data that shows Black students being suspended from preschool classrooms at disproportionate rates. The United States has had a troubled past when it comes to the criminalization of people of color. In 2016, Ava DuVernay directed and produced an eye-opening documentary called 13th, which is available for viewing on Netflix. The film is about the criminality clause of the 13th Amendment and how it has perpetuated the enslavement of people of color throughout mistreatment, unnecessarily harsh punishments, and inhumane prison conditions. DuVernay traces this phenomenon back to the civil rights movement. During the 1960s, segregation beliefs and Jim Crow laws allowed for the rebirth of the KKK, followed by the criminalization of people of color. Black men in particular were portrayed as uncivilized, cannibalistic, dangerous beings associated with drugs and violence in various forms of media. In the 1970s, the war on drugs began, where inner cities and lower-income areas remained the most likely to be hit with mandatory sentencing for minor offenses. Data from 2010 shows that 1 in 3 Black men, 1 in 6 Latino men, and 1 in 17 white men are likely to be arrested during their lifetime. These numbers are the result of a broken system and a biased government. Mutual trust, building a caring learning environment, and applying positive behavioral approaches to prevent and respond to problem behavior. Wilson's article also lays out the 4 steps to turning off the school-to-prison pipeline. 1. Eliminating zero-tolerance policies. 2. Initiating personal efficacy and systematic change with training sessions. 3. Building community support. And 4. Getting the at-risk youth involved in the process of change. There are also resources and programs for children of color who have already been impacted by the educational system. For instance, Sarasinski and Jobst mention a program called Reading for Life, or RFL, in their work. Reading for Life is a court diversion program for low-risk, nonviolent offenders at a county-wide juvenile probate and detention center in a mid-sized Midwest community. It is crucial that we prohibit society from giving up on a child or adolescent simply because they have made a mistake or been wrongfully punished. Programs and initiatives like these can help at-risk individuals, like children of color, to find a positive purpose through mentoring, literature, philosophy, religion, and community. I am a woman of color who aspires to be an elementary school teacher. One of my top priorities is giving back to the communities that have welcomed me with open arms and providing all students with the right to learn regardless of their identity. Education is a human right, not a privilege. The school-to-prison pipeline is something that can and will be broken someday for the sake of marginalized youth across the country. Feel free to check out my peer Becca's video for more tips, tricks, and techniques for supporting your child's education. Thank you for watching.